a team pick. Ten seconds to pick. 5 seconds remain.
Thank you very much, Red Eye. And indeed, here we have it, the deciding match. Game 5 of the grand finals here at Epicenter. Liquid versus Newbee. What a road it's been, what a LAN it's been. And here we have this final game, and still, they're bringing some news to the fray purge. I mean, we're seeing new cores left, right, and center each game.
It's going to be pretty crazy to see how everything integrates. Normally, Veno is very defensive, but he may just be put in a 1v1 lane, and then they're going to get aggressive on the other side of the map. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go. And then in the late game, it all comes down to who dooms who stuns who, does the Ice Blast come out, how good Slarks are roaming. There's good things about both drafts. I think I like Liquid's a little bit better though. Okay. They have such good setup. Okay. They don't really have good ways to protect somebody that does get initiated on, and with the exception of Bane, Nightmare, but Ice Blast should still be able to block through that. So
this is really going to be quite something. I mean, the ways that things have changed up as well as we've gone through the series. The fact that they've got to this point where they can pick AA to deal with Noob's Alchemist. At the same time, as they were talking about in the panel, if you get the Doom on, follow it through with the ult from Veno, it's going to be pretty nasty. I mean, that Dragon's Blood is not going to save you if you're a DK, and I think that's what panel have undenied at the DK when it was picked up. But as the draft was kind of finalized, you can certainly see why Liquid gone for this game.
So Moo picks up the room, but he actually doesn't get Greevil's greed level, and a bit interesting. On the other side, Matoma Man gets the other one. So apparently valuing Acid Spray, which I guess works, especially because it's going to allow him to hit with Fada a lot better. And I think this is why Fada actually got Breathe Fire level 1. He's not expecting to get right click. But with the Acid Spray here, it's also going to help Kaka right click Fada as well. So he's going to be really ready in this skill build.
Kuroki is going to hang mid at the moment with Fada. You can see Jags behind just in case there's an opening for a boulder in. The lanes at the moment. I mean, we can look towards the top. How? On his very, he's going to totally lane up here, of course. So Mind Control's headed straight to the jungle. Now we go mid lane, rolling in with the... Okay. The icy hands of Kuroki. They'll lay down first, but here for the side, and Moo as well in a bit of spot of bother. Won't get himself back. That's his spray. And then he bringing Jack down. And Fada's got to be careful as well. He's incredibly low. But I mean, yeah, every store that.
This is the
power of the chilling touch at level 1.
And it's also the downside of Doom, because he starts in the jungle, waits 30 seconds, grabs a creep. He doesn't know where Earth Spirit is. Earth Spirit doesn't have to show because Doom isn't there. And then it's not as obvious whether or not he's going to set up a gank mid. So.
Oh, I love this as well. Look at this. They're picking up that early point in Essence Shift. Look at this. Chomp. He's got a leap as well. Matuma Man might just do this, but he's come around.
Oh, he's dead.
He's gone.
I think gonna get 2. He's so hard.
I think this is the first time players in a minute and a half in. I'm seeing us with 12 Essence Shift stacks.
That hero's so fast. This move speed nerf the Jax here.
Oh, Kaka, kill me, Roshan. Okay.
Well, that's 2 deaths now for Vayne. Bad for the scoreboard, not too bad for the hero, since he does already have boots.
I mean, Matuma Man just playing that so smartly, that matchup.
Yeah. Doom is tanky, but Essence Shift is a great way to counter through it. Remove his stat, increase your damage.
Oh boy, what a way to start this deciding matchup. Fada just going to look for the top room, gets himself a bounty. Soaring now down on moves, so he's going to be able to keep up that acid spray spam in the mid lane. And as we can see, he has got a slight edge against part of the CS Temple 1 against the 6 for 0. Looks like Liquid at the moment, the two supports, putting a bit more emphasis on this bottom lane, just making sure Matuma Man has the space and opportunities far up safe on the Slark. And it seems to be the case now as KP, understandably, playing a little bit more safer.
Yeah, and the craziest thing is that they put both observer wards here in the jungle. Like, I think they're just entirely worried where Earth Spirit going to be. He's going to get kills for their team, and it's going to lead to advantage. That said, oh man, this Sentry, did this get wards? It's actually so close. It actually, oh my god.
Top Sentry play from Liquid.
Probably also look very confused. They're like, what, two observer wards?
Easy goal there for the team, as we saw.
I've never seen profit from one Sentry.
And that's your boots done.
That's actually incredible. So, very good for Jax. He is running back mid, would love to kill Moo a bit more. He's only level 4, so this is the right time to kill him. And he doesn't have that much regen. He's on cooldown for his shared tangos. But a smoke coming from
as well, yeah. Kakro and Tron with the rock column.
It's got to be mid, sure. Looking for supports, perhaps. Killing Slark is quite tough with this.
I think they're looking for supports on the sidelines, hanging around for that mid game potentially if they want to, but they're just going to scout through the jungle. Actually, smoke up from Jax and Kuroki as they are indicating on the map. They are going to look for that wrap round on mid.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a point as well where the supports of Newbee won't be there to help out. They do want to try and find this kill onto Slark, but they've got the control to do so. Kaka, they'll put the setup with the Nightmare. They'll close in. They have got the little guns in with the burst. It is enough to bring him down. It is. Great gank. At the same time, they're going to lose move for a little bit. Jax rolling in. And again, with the chilling touch, they'll find the Alchemist kill. So a core for a core, a rotation for a rotation there.
I think they're pretty happy with that on Liquid, more so than Newbee, because again, delay 6 on Alchemist is the period of time where it goes to the jungle and gets insane farm. The more you delay that timing, the more it helps. It's basically pre-Radiance. That's when you guys gotta gank Alchemist as much as possible, and they're doing a good job so far. Now if they get some wards down aggressively, which is what they're doing, now they're gonna see where Alchemist is at all times. They'll see if he's stacking camps, they'll see if he's preparing to farm them, and then once they get 6 on A, they can just rotate up like one hero with a Blink Dagger, maybe like Beastmaster plus Slark or Beastmaster plus DK, and they can kill him every single time he goes there. So that gank was super important.
And look at Liquid just continues to try and get themselves on top. They see how in the top lane he's on his own. Is exposed mind control. A few creeps away from hitting that level 6 and we're raw. It should almost certainly be a guaranteed kill on this top lane. Out doesn't play it careful enough. There 6 mind control. Is he going to be able to find that lead in? Kuroki and Jax, they are hungry for that kill. How safe is he going to play? Going forward.
Well, he's putting wards down, but the problem is that the Beastmaster boar actually does a lot of damage against them. Way more than it used to in the past, it looks like. So he's just kind of killing wards.
I mean, how though? He's going to keep his life intact. You can see he is aware that something's up, so plays safely. And Jax, he's going to look elsewhere. Finding out with the level 6, putting some pressure on the lane with the Elder Dragon form. Maybe see if we can set up a stun to move. Can't quite get in.
Alright. Yeah, it was good they didn't dive for that.
They have put the roar, and with the follow through cold feet, is he going to find it now? How gets himself back, and now with the TPM from KP, Newbee looking to beat down this aggression. Mind control is still alive. One more slap from the Stormboard doing KP. He might find himself a second. Looks at TP out. They've got a setup pass. Is he going to use it? No. You holding on to the Sad Eye Blast there, KP?
I don't think he was going to die, and it would have cost him a lot of mana. That was like all of his remaining mana pool.
Ooh, mid lane move, Kaka Chuan finding fodder, and this time again, Chuan with these movements. We saw him down bottom, setting up a kill onto the slot. Places in the middle, sets up a kill onto that DK. So Newbee now regaining ground across the field, and it's 3 for 3 here. They got the controller for Jax, no mana on Kakra at the point, so no setup Nightmare, but they'll find the space for the bounty rune, so move. Be happy with that one at least, but seems to be a good start game 5 as it's a close one.
Yeah, it really is, and it's pretty amazing how strong the sleep is from Bane. It sets up so many kills that normally would be impossible to do. Just with that one spell, they set up pretty much any Enchantress ability. Can set up a Gale on Venomancer, it's just so dangerous. So they're going to pressure the tower. Taking this tower would really limit Mind Control's farm. JK, he could just go to the jungle. But it will open up the map a little bit. And they can put down some aggressive wards. They're very commonly putting down high ground wards, spotting rotations, things like that. And can Liquid get anything out of this in the meantime? And they can't really, because the Dragon ult's on still.
I mean, it's one of those situations though when Matuma Man is getting space on his slaughter. As you can see, there's absolutely no upheaval start on that lane, so he's getting the free XP, he's getting the free CS. So that's going to be something, but as we can see with the objectives that they're taking, Newbee's free cores are indeed sitting on top.
Oh, they get moved.
Oh, with the silence deleting, yeah, no chance. chemical rage, and he's gone. I mean, this combination is not something we see every day, but the Earth Spirit AA combination roaming around the lanes is pretty scary.
Yeah, it really is. Just the chilling touch alone is huge. With that said, though, Kuro's only level 3 right now, and at 7 minutes, and he's been up for a couple kills. I haven't been able to get him close to 6, and Experience Tome's going to give him like 1 level here.
Look at this, Newbie want to fight.
Oh, they got him too.
Oh, they don't get the deny. Oh, we have to pick that one up. The question is, can they punch 50? Does he think Jarek goes to the side of the KP, but the Doom's already out. He's going to try and walk this one up with the lead. He's got a little deny. Will he get it? No. A little bit slow, and KP brings himself have a kill on the Doom.
And the sleep just sets up everything. I think the only way they survive there is if he breaks the sleep on Kuro, but he was probably going to die anyways. How rotates over as well. Probably just going to commit to mid here. If he just sets up like a big wall of wards across the river, it's going to be very hard for Liquid to initiate in that.
And they've got to be scared at the progression of this Venom, I'd say. You know, if he starts to get those key items at reasonable timings, we already know from like the panel how strong it's going to be against Liquid's lineup.
I think what Liquid really needs to do, though, is they need to get kills on the high-level heroes, because their supports aren't leveling up because the fact that the heroes they're killing are very low level. So they gotta get some big kills. Otherwise, they're going to be super delayed on, since it's going to really limit what Liquid should be doing at this stage in the game. White's up on Veno is his choice as well, so guarantees his faster level 16, and he can scale into his items and eventually maybe even become a carry, like an actual carry with right clicks. Mike's still doing a great job.
And I guess this is one of the things as well that we didn't really talk about, but the fact that Veno, a real core item is that Aghanim, you got an Alchemist on the team. So certainly you can look elsewhere with your item, but maybe just go for the Veil and the Octarine without worrying about the Axe yourself. What do you feel? You'll need to go for the Axe because you need it quicker than the Axe going to be able to get it to you.
Yeah, Alk's a little bit behind this game. Well, moderately behind, a little bit behind, something like that. I would say moderate.
And that's again talking about Purge. Okay, he's going to play around with this one. Mind control.
I like this juke.
Oh, this is a nice juke. Chops down the trees, goes Lumberjack.
Oh, is he
he's actually going to do it. Mind control with the Scorched Earth. I think he's still going to go
out. It's gone now.
Oh, no way. No, he blocked himself. Oh, mind control. Oh,
that was so close.
It was Nick close to being brilliant.
I mean, he was probably dead no matter what.
Yeah.
I think he had time to buy out there.
He did.
Lived his whole life.
He's got the level 1 necro done. Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
It's Space Creators only talking about Matuma Man on the mid. Now they're being able to give a lane to Kuroki as well, which is quite important. You know, they need to find that level 6 timing on that AA, and he did manage to sit down bottom for a little bit. He's now halfway through level 5.
Yeah, I love his skill build too. Max out Cold Feet, which increases the cast range. And this can stun for up to 3.5 seconds. He can use this away at Slark Pounds, with Roar, with Dragon Tail and the Dragon Knight. There's so many things that combos really well with. And if they can just stun Alk, like, Alk's gonna have to buy a BKB at some stage. Manta, you can remove it as well, but there's other stuff that he might want to use Manta for. So this is actually gonna be huge in team fights. Good against all their heroes, really.
Yeah, the Icebox is gonna be disgusting on top of that.
Yeah. Team jungling.
Alright, team smoking. Underneath a ward though. Not the way to do it. And Newbee, unaware at the moment. Liquid, of course, they will be aware.
Tumba's a little low here. He may try to tank the smoke gank, and he's looking for it here at the high ground, which means it's definitely mid. They ping for it. Clear.
Actually
playing this well.
I mean, yeah, can they actually find some of this Newbee? You can see they're now moving towards the bottom.
I mean, they shouldn't be able to. Because Liquid is perfectly predicting them here. You know exactly where they're at. Oh, they're not in the jungle yet? Clearly, they're going mid then. Very obvious.
Yeah,
oh, Experience Tome there to sit on A now. He's ready to go. They can kill heroes with this. And Matum's going to look for him now. I like this. Get that Dark Pact ready to go.
They've caught Kuroki. Oh, nice. He turns around, gets the Ice Block. What to do? Oh, Jax is there! Jax is there! Double kill for the Spirit. They made him find more. Matuma Man will be doomed. He's got to be careful by the Magnetize again. Arax turning around, Kuroki there, getting the Ice Blast off, and they don't even lose AA. Matuma has got to be careful. They want to try and finish this one off, so Matuma making sure he's in position after the Doom Where now to seal the kill off, and he will do it there. Liquid with the turnaround. What a way to play it.
What a way. The ult from Kuro was just in time. Yeah. The Fiend's Grip came out right after. There was a chance that he wouldn't throw it out in time. You know, he threw out the feeler, he got it out just in time. If that Ice Blast didn't land, they might not have gotten all of those kills. But they killed Veno before Veno even ulted, and that is one of the problems with his Midas build. You are not tanky right now, and that cost him at least 1 kill. If he gets his ult off, Clark can't go in.
shaking hands with Moot. We haven't been able to do anything about each other at the moment. Just because Arcane's up, but the rest of Liquid not around at this point. But yeah, fights that Newbee cannot afford to let those go the way of Liquid. And that's when Mr. Man involved.
And Mind Control wasn't even there. He's been farming this whole time, pressuring the top lane, like getting vision from this. Gonna have another Necro flying out most likely. One more on the courier.
Shadow plays the option here for the Slark, and this of course very nice as well, especially when you consider you're running a core Venom. And as you said with the Midas, I mean, Slark, Shadowblade touch, bounce and a Dark Pact, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, and look at the heroes he's against.
Yeah.
It's great to have Silver Transition because it counters the Enchantress. Can also remove Greevil's Greed, by the way. So, can't farm as well for those 4 seconds. It's pretty good. It's good transition.
It's the little things. It's the little things, and then a series that's this close.
Not that one. Out of all the little things, it's not that one.
Yeah.
There's the smoke though. They can kill so many people.
Great spot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kuroki's Ice Blast is on point again. You just got to get raw into Ice Blast, and anyone's dying at this point.
Yeah. Unless they Nightmare dodge, but even that is unlikely. They're looking for it, but all of Newbee is backing. Are they smoking on their own?
Yeah, they're gonna go for a smoke on smoke. Kaka has got one.
They're gonna smoke the same place as last time. They see where they are though.
Don't do it, Newbee. Oh, hello.
Smoke break.
This is an incredibly aggressive movement from Jarek. He comes to get the magnetized up, but he's got the backup.
Oh, nice flash.
He's coming in, he's going to connect.
Oh, it doesn't.
On the side of the Kaka. With the V grip onto Fighter, but still the magnetized bursting the through, and Jarek nicks in. Takes down the Bane. They have lost Kuroki. Can they fight this one anymore? Chuan going to chase down Jarek. The poison over, taking it down. Jarek's rolling himself out. He's going to not. He will get ticked down. Chuan caught up under control of the Necro units as well. He's gone. Moon gets the Concussion off onto Mind Control. Trying to kill him off KD. TBing away from the Slug. Playing around, moves to take down as Alchemy just can. Double kill for Barta.
Pretty good fight for Liquid. Jarek's initiation was perfect. Created a lot of focus on him. The Veno ult came out as well. They weren't able to kill Alchemist until the very end, but when they finally did get him, that was huge because he does not have Radiance. If he wins that fight, Radiance is up, he starts farming, and he starts getting ahead. But that's not happening because he got killed.
Big fire for Liquid. And that's the scary thing as well, you know, the way they win that fight. And that was a fight where Ice Blast didn't connect. If Ice Blast connects, you're getting a team wipe.
Yeah, they didn't get any kills off of it. Just did some damage, made them a little scared.
Yeah, I got the pass
sick
over.
grip from Kaka, by the way. The fact that he gripped, that was really impressive.
So yeah, Liquid this game, and this is it, the setup. Ice Blast onto KP. They've got to magnetize if he needs the extra damage, and he will do.
Got no more stones though.
But here to the man with the cleanup, gets the touch in, and another kill for Slark.
That picked up as is he? Oh, Echo Saber clearly.
Echo Saber, yeah.
Like, Orchid?
That a level 3 Necro done for.
I mean, it's not that weird. Come on. This is like.
No, but this is. I mean, it's good time. 15 minutes.
It's
you know
you're
having a bloody game.
Yeah, you can definitely get this if you focus a lot on farming, and he really has. He's had a couple fights, but might find Kaka actually.
Kaka?
No, he does not see him. Be an easy kill. He doesn't know. If he gets gripped as well, he dies.
Around, yeah, they definitely have the potential to turn. As you said, you know, the Moon hasn't got that Radiance. He really needs to make sure that he gets that goal before being caught out again.
Run, little Hawk! Oh, it lives. 2 HP.
Now, of course, has got that Veil now done. Another point game where there are no PKBs. The ult is going to be scary. Level 11 as well on the Venom.
They spotted that moves. He's like 200 away from Radiance, so it speeds some time for Liquid to take up the fight. They're shifting heroes over. Matoma Man as well in a great position to grab anybody. Finishes the Echo Saber though. He's gonna be able to kill so many heroes on the enemy team. He's really gonna get some chance. They're gonna go in.
Oh, the Ice Blast to follow through and there's down as well. Goodbye Alchemist. They will lose Jarek in return. He drops the tomb. I'm moving for more here. Liquid. They're being a little bit tentative around the sidelines. Necro units and Newbee on the high ground. They still have that Poison Nova, but we're just seeing that. I mean, at this point, a raw into an Ice Blast. Alchemist equals countered.
Yeah, like, especially with his ultimate's not up.
Yeah.
It's Ice Blast hit, so obviously his ult doesn't work, but all it takes is that one stun. Fodder doesn't yet have a Blink Dagger. He doesn't yet have a Shadow Blade. I would maybe like to see him grab that after, though. Right now, their initiations are working, but at some point it's going to be difficult. Because if they get a gem or something, Shadowblade Slark is a little iffy. If he Doom gripped right off the bat, they lose the fight kind of a thing. So they need to get a Blink Dagger on Dragonite, but they also really need a BKB on him as well. And it is going to be a Shadowblade. So, multiple Shadow Blades on them. Again, multiple Silver Edges, good Enchantress counters.
And at this stage of the game, getting it 17 minutes in, you really have to feel the effect.
Yeah, great point. Like,
because a team that's behind, they are going to have to start to apply more detection and to deal with these approaches. And it's just going to shut down the map and really pressure this out. You know, stop moves progression. And we're a game now, 17 minutes in, your outcome is only 500 against head of the Slark. That's just not enough for an out.
It's not. And there's a lot of heroes on Newbee that are really underfarmed. Chuan's only got Reds and a Wand here. He's not even close to transitioning as a core. And he hasn't even done this game. It's just been hard to get stuff done. Kaka doesn't need that many items. He's buying tons of streaks because he knows vision is huge here. And KP has been sitting on this Shadow Amulet for so long.
They got detection. Ooh, they do have the Sentry on the high ground, but they can't. Or get anything off the Dark Pact already. Oh, it's too much of an issue for Newbee. Very close though. He did waltzed in and out with the full 5-man, and not a lot the Newbee could do in reaction.
Yeah, it was a great read by him. It would have been better actually if the grip went off. Just would have gotten countered right away. And then that's one completely useless hero in the team fight. But Liquid still prepped to fight basically, controlling the map very well, getting vision. Mostly getting de-warded right now. There's a few sentries on the map. The Hawkman, free ward.
The Hawk placement from Onshore, we've seen it time again. Very, very good. He's got that Blink Dagger now as well, so you're talking about the catch-up, the setup for the Ice Blast. It's more than there now for the side of Liquid. Shadowblade is going to be picked up by Doom, and this is kind of a necessity, I feel, if you want to try and kill Matumba, man. You need to have a gap closer to get that initial initiation.
Pro's going to die, most likely.
Rest him. I get the Ice Blast. He just floats with it. He does get Fiend's Grip.
Chuan's almost dead. Actually, no, he's going to be okay. But close. They're going in.
That's why they're already disengaged.
That was very close. They almost got one kill out of that.
This is space for Roshan if they want to go for it, Liquid.
I
guess they don't really have the best lineup to do it quickly.
That was just grip that was used.
Yeah.
Not all the other stuff. And they don't have Ice Blast for 13. I mean, I don't think that was terrible for Liquid. That was by far. Crow does not have a lot of farm. But that means not much gold going to them for that kill. And it cost them a smoke. They're on cooldown now with that. They have no more smokes for a bit. So this would be a great time for Liquid to fight.
Al is racking up the gold. He's got 2.2k. I mean, with this Veil build, do you go for the Aghanims next, or do you get the Blink Dagger for your position?
It might honestly be a Blink build. Like, he's already got level 12. If he gets Veil off on 4 heroes or something like that, they can definitely win the fight. They need him to be alive to do damage. Because it's going to be a while until Alchemist is really a good solution to that. He has to play scared because he knows one stun plus Ice Blast, he dies. Like, he just dies right there. So if Venom can jump in first, ulti everybody with Veil, possibly sacrifice his life there, it's going to do everything.
This could be a scary push as well from Liquid. Varus coming in on the mid lane, has a DD for the time being, and with Matumba Man turning up, they should be able to find this tier 2, but as we were saying, that Blink Dagger on the Venom, that really could turn the fights here for Newbee. KP trying to lead him with the Shadow Blade, but Liquid really backing off. Matumba Man still sticking around a little bit. You can see that Newbee really do want to fight this.
Yeah, it was so good that he backed right there. He just knew, okay, this is their last chance to go in. That means they're probably going to go there. The tower gets denied, but so much better than him getting doomed. Because if he gets doomed, and he doesn't get forced back to safety.
Oh no, if they can get out before he gets on top of silence, they're going to have the chance to.
Oh, they did. Beam grip on Dragon.
This is a huge beam grip as well. If they can shut down Fodder at the start of this fight, Liquid, they can't look for anything more. They've got it back up. So Newbee, nice play there. They managed to keep Hao out of harm's way. They turn it around. They take down a huge kill.
Yeah, the rest of Liquid wasn't set up for that. They weren't ready to go. And as a result, Venomancer doesn't take as much damage as they need to. If they were able to kill him though, that could have been a Rax. They disengaged and Dragonite barely got caught on the retreat.
It's pretty much all about keeping Hao alive. They can get that all off.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Liquid, if Liquid kill Hao at the start of the fight, you said that there's no reason to hold back.
No reason at all. The Alk doesn't do enough damage, they can control him. Slug alone is going to be a good Alk counter. He's never going to get stunned by him. He can go invisible if he doesn't want to get right-clicked. He counters him since he removes his stats. It's a really good solution. And he can't just run away because he's just going to keep focusing on him.
The amount of stats that you have the potential to steal it is crazy because he's essentially a huge punching bag.
Yeah.
There's no damage.
And constantly regenning.
Yeah.
Throwing a bit of... Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. That was just a casual
yeah.
spit on the bird thing. That actually is wrecking his infused raindrop, though. Watch this. Every time it procs, he loses the raindrop.
Oh, rest in peace,
What a counter.
raindrop.
It's the infused raindrop counter, dude. Leveling Gale. Just pick Veno now. Every pub.
Please.
Well, Manta's up now, so Moo's farm, in case it hasn't been fast enough, is now even faster.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. You know, we're 6 points, 22 minutes, and he's now managed to get 4K ahead of the Slarks, and he needs to have that difference between himself and Superman if he wants to farm at the rate that an Alchemist needs to be scary. And it really feels like at this point, things have started to slow down a bit, and Newbee 23 minutes in, they're dealing with the pressure that Liquid were applying early quite well.
Yep. I'm not super sold on the Shadow Blade, though, for the Dragonite just yet. It's kind of been working out all right.
But he's going to go for this one. Here we have on to Moo, the Ice Blast as well. There's a Nightmare trying to keep him alive, but the timing not quite there, and Moo will get taken out now for a minute. Eric's rolling forward as the Magnetize onto the Doom as he's headed off to the side. Can they kill Hal? He's very low on mana and he's gone. Just like that, you lose the Venom. Doesn't get the chance to poison over Kaka. Trying to take himself out from the high ground. Do they have any cancel? They don't. If he stops, yeah, rolling it out. Gonna be fine, but Newbee, their lineup certainly isn't. 2 heroes down. And this is the thing, with that Necro unit, it doesn't matter if Live through the stuns and the control, it's just not gonna have the mana for the Poison Nova.
Yeah. We've been seeing that value consistently out of the series out of Mind Control. Got Roar up in 44. They've got to defend this, but they don't have very good anti-pushers. Their 2 anti-pushers are both dead.
I mean, look at this. The Silverman going in. You lost Karka with the Ice Blast. He's going to go down and get the feature over the Doom. And they kill Silverman. They will. They'll get down the Slark. Can they get themselves a D1? One more Johnny Jarrett's would have done it. They can't quite get it. Carter standing the ground at the moment, pounding into
they
the
really
team.
want this.
They're not backing up yet.
They need the tower. Well, they don't need it.
No, they're going to get it.
That would be nice. All right, they got it.
Well, disengaged now. So I mean, but as you said, big kill for Newbee, catching out Matuma Man. He's got to be careful of these Dooms.
He's gonna get pretty farmed though. He's got 1,400 gold in the bank. Just kidding, an Ultimate Orb and the Silver Edge ready. So plus 15 to all stats now. Maybe a Lincoln's afterwards. Maybe go Scotty instead. If he just gets ridiculous amounts of HP, I don't think it's even gonna matter. Unless again, Veil, Veno ult with Gale and a Doom. That's when he dies.
I think this game at the moment, Game 5, is certainly panning out to be everything that we'd hoped to. You know, you have got Liquid doing well, getting these pushes up, but at the same time, there's hope for Newbee. They're defending the out. Is continuing to farm at a much more impressive rate than earlier on. He's now, you know, a clean nearly 6K ahead of the DK. Difference is there, and it's only going to continue. And we see it got to this 10K lead, but now it's starting to flatline for Liquid. And if they're unable to find any more objectives for Newbee, they're able to live these team fights and turn around with the insane amount of damage output they've got thanks to that ult from the Veno. We could see this one turn around and go back in the favor of Newbee. They just need 1 or 2 good defenses, and suddenly Liquid are going to be on the back foot again. But Liquid not going to give this away.
That's the only farmed hero on their team. Veno does tons of damage for the gold that he has, but it's not everything.
Okay, this is looking good for Liquid with the jumping onto Kaka already. Mind control, looking to roar up the backline. He'll jump in onto Moo. The Ice Blast has been sent over to the other side though. The pass on the Kaka, they'll get up with the Poison over. Went pretty big, it's pretty big. Sparta, building, he'll go down. They're losing together.
They're all dead.
They've killed 4, they don't care about the Poison over at this point. And Liquid, they might. But doing it, can move on. This one is a buyback from the Doom. And again, they do defend, but this not looking to be the team fight that Newbee need to swing it back round as Liquid very confidently keep themselves on top.
Okay, good punch. That was a little scary.
It's kind of nice as well. The kick away from Jarrett, trying to push him away from the Alk Illusion whilst he TP'd out. But again, yeah, we talked with Newbee, they need that good defense. That's not going to do it. We saw that they get a lot of damage out with the Poison Nova, but they're only killing the DK. And Liquid, no, Jarrett's is still hanging around your side of the map. And
it's just a level 2 Poison Nova as well. He doesn't have eggs yet. He's bought 4 staff as well to save some of his allies, but he hasn't transitioned into the 2 big items. You need both the Veil and the eggs. It's not as good if you just have one. Force is needed though, because they know that whoever gets chain stunned is going to get blasted, so they need the Force to keep that person alive. And that's just a symptom of how behind they are. They need Ags to do damage, but they need Force to not die.
And I really, really like this pick on Ags as well. He's gone for the Lotus Sword. You lay that down on Matuma Man, suddenly the 2 spells, the Fiend's Grip and the Doom that's been catching you out. aren't, they're not going to be easy as easy to get off on you. You are going to have that backup, you're going to have that protection, so Newbee will find it even harder to control Matumba Slark.
You're going to reflect the outstun as well. There's a lot of ways, but that's a great item.
It's Jarek's being smart as always. It's good to blink and load to solve 27 minutes in. You know your Spirit's having a good game. Level 13 as well.
That's really good. 7, 2, and 12. Completely making up for his earlier Earth Spirit game.
How well can Newbee hold? We're seeing them keeping their mid-racks alive. The next push is going to be an Aegis push by the looks of it from Liquid. It looks like Newbee not going to be able to do anything to hold Roshan against the side of Liquid.
They're scanning for the south for the potential wraparound there. Fato's going to be looking for some heroes.
Yeah, this is...
He's picked up a Reaver, going Heart next, just trying to tank up, survive the fights that way. It's a bit interesting. In some ways, like, BKB would be better, but otherwise, Heart is better. Some damage, for example. That part's pretty good. So now with the Aegis, it should give Liquid a really good chance to go high ground. It'll all come down to how Newbee defends. They're going to have poison wards down, wards. That'll stop the push. They have to worry about the Veil Ags ult. It doesn't have Ags yet, but the Veil Poison Nova. High ground changes everything. Even things like this where it looks fairly one-sided, they can make a mistake and lose everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing, as we're saying, the high ground is good from Newbee, especially with Moo getting those items online. He's got the money for the Octarine done as well.
I don't even know if Octarine is what he needs. I guess he will be able to get around the map pretty fast, more magic spells for TPs. But he's got a bit of time before he can buy. He needs to make sure that he has buy money in addition to that item. Because otherwise, if he dies and he's been done, the game ends. And as soon as one rack happens, there's a good chance that they'll get a second rack.
Oh boy. Moo. He should be able, yeah, he should just TP immediately. It's a smart move as well. Doesn't want to hang around with Matumba Mat.
Yeah, Matumba's damage isn't super high just yet. And he doesn't have a bash yet either, so... Gonna pick up a Scottians most likely. Just more raw HP, stats, stuff like that. He can stay alive and he can fight for a long time, but he can't solo pick very well. Not quite yet on Slark. Unless it's Bane. Bane's real easy.
There's your Octarine done now, but he's still got 1k, so with the farm speed he should soon safely have that buyback gold as well. The positioning from Mind Control. Can he try and go with it with an Ice Blast? Is it going to be enough damage? Here we go, on the move with the Necro units as well. Is it going to be enough to fight for the Octarine regen? It looks like it's not. Maybe with Jarek turning through as well, they can do something here. The debuff's still on from the Ice Blast and they'll take it. They'll get moved. Timmerman at the same time, line up KP, but KP, there's no invis, walks out of that. Right, these are the kind of picks that Liquid need to keep themselves in this position of strength. He does have buyback available. We'll see if Liquid are able to force it out of him. It's very much likely. Matumba, as you're talking about with that Scotty, something else. Better's out the front line and look to close this game off, or at least take a step back finally from the side of Newbee. But how? Nearly level 16. Hasn't quite got it, but he does have the Blink Veil Axe that we're yet to really see be hugely effective in a team fight. Maybe now is the turning point. Both teams imaging up. Far KP, who's going to find the jump with Timmerman. Still frontlining, he has that Aegis, and now the buyback comes out of Moo.
They bought back, and nobody got caught. That's pretty bad. So now they know that Liquid can play safe for a while, look for another outgank, and when they get it, he's going to be dead for like 100 seconds, and that almost guarantees the fact that they can get a Rex.
You still got 2 minutes to play with the Aegis as well on Liquid. 22 to 12, 31 minutes in, the pressure really is on for Newbee. Can they keep their cool here in a very, very, very tense stage? They'll land a deciding match in the best of 5. They've come this far. This game means a lot to both teams, of course. At the moment, Liquid are the ones with the edge, but it's got to be good news for Newbee. The fact that we've seen Liquid get this lead, get this advance, they still have all the racks alive.
Yeah. It's going to buy them time at least. Time for Veno to do Veno things. Kill people for pretty much all magic damage. But they're getting so tanky. HP is the best counter for this kind of stuff because it doesn't scale nearly as well as right clicks do. So with Dragon Knight's Heart coming out, that plus his Dragon Blood regen, it takes a lot to kill him. Even if he gets doomed and ultied by Veno, he still might live, especially with ally support. And Beastmaster is really farmed also. He's like as farmed He's literally 60 gold behind Dragon Knight. He's 100 CS, like, this is actually ridiculous.
He's got a lot of money as well. I mean, is there anything that he just picks up to win the game here for the side?
Pipe is a definite possibility. Like, it's all about team fights. He can go Ags or something crazy, Refresher maybe, but if he grabs the Pipe, it's not going to be all of his gold, and it's going to really help his team go high ground. That's going to super nullify a lot of what Veno's doing. Partially because of the magic resistance aura, and also because of the barrier block.
And the thing is as well, we're really seeing, we saw it there on the XP graph, there's about a 20,000 XP difference. Yeah, Liquid have really been choking Newbee up right inside the base. They've found so much more from the map, and Newbee is struggling to find the levels.
It all comes down to the one fight, though. If they win that fight, they're going to make up a lot of that experience, and that is why Liquid is playing so careful in this essentially best-of-1 grand finals. They gotta close this game out. They have the advantage, but are they gonna throw it when they go high ground?
Can they break the curse?
Well, luckily
second place curse.
We're over 32 minutes now, so they're very safe.
That's true. It was that 30-minute mark that was mentioned in the panel. A BKB now for mind control as well.
I was talking about memes mostly.
Oh, I see.
You got me?
The meme game part. It's cute.
That's definitely why they're like, we have Aegis by us.
Yes.
If we lose on this push,
no, that
the meme will become ours in a very negative way.
Kuroki's not a man. He's not a man about his memes. He's about philosophies, draft expertise, clean cut performances, and we've seen that recently from Liquid. They've rose their way right up to the top, you know, being one of the best teams in the world, and here fighting it out to prove themselves as being the best. Against Newbee, the Chinese giants that have had such a streak coming into this land, and yes, along the way they may have lost a few games, but still nonetheless really proving their power. This tile, everything for both of these sides.
So what Liquid has to be concerned about in these kind of situations where they're spread across the map is Newbee grouping up as 5 and jumping onto a group of 3 or basically anything under 5 heroes. So they've got to remain extremely vigilant.
Yeah.
Keep the wards down. Make sure that their evasive heroes are in the front, ideally.
Oh boy, and look, this is working out for the Veno. You know how he has got the 3k, and he's got that. You know, so he is going to have that Aghanims fairly shortly. The question is, when he has the gold for the Aghanims, just go all in on the Aghanims purchase, or do you need to have that buyback in case you fluff up an initiation?
Oh, that's a hard choice. I think you have to save the gold, because if they initiate first and you don't ult, it's over. If you have eggs and you get the ult off and die afterwards, I think it's probably worth it.
At the same time, look at the Alps gold. He is getting to that point where he can start to dish out the Aghanims himself.
That's so hard. He also needs survivability, though. He needs a solution towards Slark, because Slark's getting to the point where he's almost got Abyssal, and once that happens, Slark's going to start eating him alive by himself. He's got to worry about his own itemization this game. That's because he's behind. Much behind where most Alps normally are.
Yeah, this yeah, I mean, it really is Liquid at the moment. They are just taking no chances at all.
They're really not.
There's no reason to. There really isn't. They have got that position of power. One bad team fight taking that away from them. But
Full scans. Scan to the right to anticipate the wraparound from Newbee. They're so good if you use them right. Especially in these kind of moments where they're like, eventually Newbee's going to smoke 5 heroes and they're going to wrap around. We just don't know when it is.
Is that the case? Did you feel that we will just stay strong?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Will Newbee just hold the base indefinitely? Do they need to smoke up?
At some point, they have to take a fight. And if Liquid continues this, which is not going to high ground, they 100% win.
Avoid that. Oh, no, like this, not like this, that's a hole! Oh, no! Oh, no, that's Hal's Ags.
He really wanted that. He really wanted that.
That hole.
That would have put his ultimate down to a 60-second cooldown.
They need that extra damage output. They really, really do.
Yeah. They need everything about that.
Now the question is, do Liquid try and do something with the fact? Oh, KP.
Depends if they saw what was on the courier. I'm looking like he might find the Kuroki play. Gem is still up on Jax, so just constantly make sure there's no wards outside of the base. Only insight to what's going on. Scan and Manta illusions, basically. Liquid keeps the creeps in as BKB up on mind control as well. This wave he gets initiated on. This could be it.
KP, look at this, just mind control, blinks himself out. Still find him though, KP still looking. He might just get it. He does need help and he needs to put him out to the rest of the Liquids there. Jared with the 7-2, they'll drop the Doom on mind control. Can they kill this Beast Mother with the impetus? It looks like they will. The rest of Liquid are failing. They don't want to mess this up. So they'll sack mind control. The rest of them will retreat.
That's the safer play by far. Yeah, maybe they can take that fight, but if his KB's not on, he's just going to die right away. So spread out, let him have that one kill. That's going to offset, I don't know, the last 4 minutes maybe in terms of farming.
Oh,
tops,
did we just give an axe to Chuan? Who did the axe go to? Let's look at Chuan. No?
It is literally none of them.
Okay,
Thanks.
my bad, sorry.
Thanks, Owen.
No, he's picked up a point booster for himself, okay.
Yep. Just likes to hold that. He needs the mana. Nah, he really doesn't. He needs to give his team freedom. I think they maybe put that X on Enchantress, actually.
Well, no, this is the Iron Build.
Scotty,
So
okay.
the Scotty pick, yeah, was carrying
Alright.
components so they could build it together.
I like this. It's gonna make his illusions decent. That part's pretty cool. It makes his hero much tankier to physical damage. It lets him slow people who have BKBs, so it's gonna make him good against Dragon Knight, good against Beastmaster. And it's just gonna allow him to potentially survive the burst here. That's the big thing. It's kind of a weird choice. I think it's gonna work. It's weak on damage, but utility's really strong.
Now look, they're gonna get themselves another Aegis here for free. Newbee really can't afford to come out. Look for these aggressive plays, but this of course is giving the time for the courier to come out. How long are we seeing on the death timer for the courier on? Come on, Newbee. 30 seconds. Okay, so for the next defense, they are going to have that axe. Wow. Yeah. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, but Timmerman can take this. What a way to start it. He'll get put back the pounce. He's not going to connect, but slow the starting nearly enough. Not quite though.
Okay, they won't go on him there.
Yeah, great save from the side, forcing out back to base.
Small mistake from Matoma though. If he would have pounced just a little earlier, they would have had the kill. But he was not anticipating the force apparently. Power of the force, man.
Says he's good. There we have it. Ags Venom. Is it going to be the game winner for the side of Newbee if they can't hit that huge ult? At the same time, talking about Ags, we just saw Jerix has got his. The Earth Spirit with the Aghanim's now done.
It does do a ridiculous amount of damage, like 1600.
Oh, they're playing it with there. That's nice. Come here, hug, Bartha. Hey, up top.
Move is top. Did he TP? Is that what just happened? Wow, he's so fast.
Oh, he's out of there. No messing for the boy. I mean, look, the illusions.
Yeah, that's the Scotty armlet and the meta. Hits so hard. It's even gonna kill. It's beating like everything.
I mean, they are holding very well, Newbee. They really are. I mean, Liquid.
This would be an okay time to smoke because the waves are pushed out a little bit, maybe.
They are just waiting for that opportune moment.
And the only downside is the Aegis, though. They're definitely not going to leave the base for another 6 minutes.
So the man revealing himself.
I mean, maybe they can commit like one low clown ability to pick off Matoma Man. That would buy them some time, but I don't know if that would be enough. Monkey King Bar now picked up her Dragon Knight as well. Just prepping for any potential evasion on Alchemist. They want to make sure that they can kill this guy one at a time. They miss too much and they overcommit to it. Oh, they're going high ground.
They're going to go in. Liquid here, up to the high ground. Barter is sliding back. He does come out, but they've already taken down one. There'll be the buyback immediately from the Doom. The Timmerman bringing himself down low there, take down How. He did get the ultimate off, and this is causing issues for Liquid with the Fiji onto mind control. They should be able to find this Ice Blast will fly through. Burst onto Karkar now. How? Back for this, can they try and find more? Newbee here with the defense, and the Timmerman dart packing off the Nightmare, but Jerix coming through with the Magnetize, rolling himself out. How good the chase now from Newbee? Can they get themselves anything more? But Timmerman wants to use his Aegis, come back in, they'll take down KB. There's going to be a dive back on the Doom. They're looking for move as well. Alchemist is going to go down as one buyback immediately, but two down at the moment on the side of Newbee. Neither with buyback available. 3 of them left. Can they hold the base against Liquid? It looks like they're going to be able to. Timmerman's ready to come back in. Oh, the slow. No, he's gonna live. I know he's not gonna live. Oh, Dern, Dern. Oh, top 10 Earn. What? Dieback though. This could be it now for Liquid.
They're too low on HP though. All the heroes are low. Dragon Knight can heal up in like 10 seconds, but like, I guess Slark can too. He just Shadow Blades. They still haven't got the racks though, but with Moo in position, it's a little dangerous.
Man. They're going to have the Bane back up in 10. You're seeing, I mean, huge amounts of gold each and every time going towards Liquid and Matuma. Comes in, clears out the illusion. Now can they stop this? I feel like they might have to sack this one. The 4K team come through though. Karkar teaming in, no Fiend's Grip for 20 seconds. And Liquid, they may have finally found the opening here to take down the rest. But Matuma actually jumping in, seems to get a touch in. On the Images. Forcing him back, but they'll find it. Liquid, they get themselves the set of racks finding the mid lane that they've been desperately looking for, and they're ready to go for. Still 40 seconds without How back on the field.
Well, Beastmaster series just increasing attack.
Yeah, look at this. It's insane, and they're jumping onto move the feed though. They've timed it wrong. They're going to the two, but he gets three back. Jarek with the axe pulling the start. The axe start for Soroki. Liquid, they are doing it. That's it. GG is called, and Liquid, they've broken the curse. They take down the Chinese champions.
Oh, what a close series, too. After game 2, game 3, it just looked like Newbee had figured them out entirely.
And they played it so smart, Post. They did not mess around. They were so self-controlled there at the ending. They just did not throw it away.
That's got to feel so good with Manila just around the corner. I mean, this was like, not just because the tournament was so amazing, but because the games and the teams are so amazing.